Oh, you're a programmer? I have a problem with my printer. What's the equivalent of this in your job? Oh, you work in finance? What stock/fund should I buy? You must be making a boatload on your personal investments with all the insider information you have access to. A common one for me is, can you help me with my taxes? Oh, you're a teacher? Please explain to me how my child's teacher had the audacity to give them a C despite it being very obvious that my child is a genius. Bonus points if they want you to explain the grading criteria in a completely different subject and level of schooling than you teach. Like, I teach high school and community college English and social studies, why do you expect me to know the grading criteria for middle school math? Can you tutor my kid in AP literature? Lady, I teach bio. Probably not the girl for the job. You're in the Air Force? So you fly planes? Nah, I fly a desk. Ah yes, the chair force. Oh, you're a paramedic? I have this thing on my toe, will you check it? Ask for $5, look at it for 2 seconds and tell them to go to the hospital/doctor. I would tell them that if they wanted me to look, they have to call for the ambulance since it carried all of my very specialized tools. Oh, you're an accountant? Can you add and or multiply these huge numbers in your head lightning fast? No. You have no idea what I do. Followed up by, oh, you're an accountant, can you help me with my taxes? Came here to say this. I am in corporate finance. I took a tax class or two back in 2003, so I might have slightly more knowledge than the average person, but seriously not much at all. I'm really good at pivot tables though. Nothing is scarier than an accountant who trusts their mental math. Oh, you're an accountant? I have some tax questions I want to ask you. Meanwhile, you're an auditor working in public accounting. You get that with math too. Like I study number theory and crap laughing my butt off, stop trying to force me to calculate the tip for lunch in my head. Edit, to all the people who keep spamming me with their tip mnemonics, you are totally missing the point. My job isn't to be a human calculator. Randomly turning to me and going what 16% of 78.69 because I studied math is a really stupid connection to try to make. Working on my math masters right now and I get this a lot. No, I do not want to race your calculator, but if you want to know the proof that there are an infinite number of primes or how to tell if a topology is compact or not, I would be happy to explain. Oh, you're a chemical analyst? You must know how to make drugs. Boys in high school once asked our science teacher if he knew how to make a bomb. Edit, the teacher admitted that he knew. But didn't tell how. Just left it at that. Edit 2, this comment blew up. High school in my country. 10th standard, which is equivalent of freshmen, 15 years old kids. We still had science combined as one subject instead of biology, chemistry, and physics. And we did have lab periods, but very basic, very easy stuff. Nothing fancy yet. Last year of junior secondary here. Edit 3, I live in India and we have a festival called Diwali when we do fireworks and play with dozens of other types of firecrackers. The teenage boys like the bomb type the most. It is a firecracker that is a small bomb. Long fuse, explodes, and makes a loud noise and all. Now, every year, during Diwali, some punk kids blow up one of those in school even though it is prohibited, dangerous and punishable. You are supposed to play with firecrackers outdoors, in fields or open ground and during your own time, with your parents' permission. Not in school, not during school hours. Edit 4, you people are good at science, and saying duh, dumbass in a lot of ways. Not really. Quite repetitive and redundant replies, what a lot of people here are not good at is reading and comprehension. Read the comment properly. I was not the kid who asked. I was not the teacher. I was another student in the class. BTW, I knew 90% of things you told me in comments. I studied it in school and saw it on TV. Also, if I wanted bombs, I can literally buy them pre-made from shops. Ever heard of Diwali? But, THX anyway. My high school physics or chemistry teacher actually worked at a nuclear power plant laughing my butt off, she was great. I love when teachers used to have cool jobs. I can't wait to read all the replies. I love seeing so many people sharing their stories. My physics teacher on high school used to work at NASA. He was smart as F but not really social. Would enter, give his lecture and go away. Amazing guy though. Edit, he is Brazilian, gave classes in Rio de Janeiro, where I went to school. Maybe he gave classes at some point in the States, but I've never heard about that. Wow. Mine was an ex-Catholic priest and a recovering alcoholic. But he was still a great teacher. He said he can believe in God and science. He explained how a lot of the early discoveries were financed by the church. Also, he had been sober for 15 years but said that when you are an addict, you're never recovered. There's always a chance to slip back. Had a teacher in college who used to be on the team that's researching a vaccine for dental plaque. It's maybe not a cool job, but it is random. According to her, it's also extremely boring. Anyone with even basic knowledge of chemistry can make a bomb. The degree I have, food science, is only tangentially related to chemistry and I can make explosives. No idea how to ensure that I don't blow myself up making them though. Oh, you're a food scientist? Can you make me a non-nutritive cereal varnish? Preferably semi-permeable, not osmotic. You know, to coat and seal the flake, preventing the milk from penetrating it. Edit, oh, hey. Thanks for the gold. Boys in high school once asked our science teacher if he knew how to make a bomb. Edit, the teacher admitted that he knew. But didn't tell how. Just left it at that. Our teacher responded with, you need fertilizer but you need quite a lot of it. How much? About as much as you can stuff in a car. Get the oh, you're a chemical engineer, you must love Breaking Bad, do you know how to make meth? Every single time it comes up. Oh, you're a graphic designer? Can you make a logo for me really quick? It's for my cousin's birthday. I don't have any money to pay, but I'll have multiple revisions that will cut into your actual paying work time, but then get upset when you ask for payment. Effing-ness. Same with cinematography and photography. I had a guy walk up to me the other day while doing street photography and ask me if I do music videos. I'm like, no, and even if I did, I wouldn't take a job from some random who walked up to me on the street and tried to make a verbal contract with no discussion of pay. I typically respond to those questions with sure. Before we go any further, what's your budget? And once they realize this is going to actually cost money, they get upset that you require compensation for your time, and explain how their relative can do it for free. Great. Go get your relative to do it for free then. That's fantastic, man. I wish you nothing but the best and hope they can handle all these requests you have. Cut to 2 weeks later, them frantically messaging you saying their relative actually didn't know anything and is practically begging you to fix the abomination of a design their 16-year-old cousin came up with. You're invited to my party, event, wedding, celebration. Please could you bring your camera? Sure. Bring 600mm lens and only takes pictures of pigeons, because I'm a wildlife photographer. Little do they know I'm actually a pornographer? A wildlife pornographer. Edit, superb. I've tripled my karma with a comment about animal pornography. Yes, officer, this one right here. What are you doing, step goat? I'm stuck in the barn door. I once went to a wedding where they put out dozens of disposable cameras at the reception and asked everyone to take pictures with those. They did also have a professional photographer, and they made it clear that for the big photo moments, first dance, cake cutting, etc., we were to stay firmly out of the photographer's way. The bride told me later that while they clearly weren't professionally done, a lot of the candid shots from those disposables were really good and showed that people were genuinely having a good time celebrating. Now this is a great idea. If I'll have weddings someday, I'd love to do something like this. So you're a statistician? I never get to help friends and family with my professional skills. That seems unlikely, statistically speaking. Grandma, I'm just saying, the odds of you winning the Powerball are 7,554,32. Shut it, Keith. Oh, so you're a statistician? Name every statistic. 3 out of 4 people make up 75% of the population. Awards? Thank you kindly. Bose. I write statistics textbooks and financial math textbooks, and my wife is a veterinarian. Let's just say we only talk about her day when she gets home. I frequently do get the "Oh, you're a math guy, can you multiply these two really big numbers or figure out square roots in your head?" No. No, I can't. I am a mathematician, not a calculator. My son is in school for actuarial science. I gather this is why no one will ask him crap, lol. Really? When am I going to die? How long will my car last before it's too expensive to repair? Do I need flood insurance? When am I going to die? Can you tell me how to beat the casino and make tons of money? I promise to donate most of it to starving children. Well, statistically speaking, you won't. That's kind of business model of a casino. You are living the dream I want to live. Oh, you're a truck driver? Can you come tell me what's wrong with my car? Ma'am, I just drive the damn things. You want the shop guys for that. Edit. Okay, wow. Lots of attention on this one. To clarify a few things, I know how to do basic maintenance on my truck, replace bulbs, fuses, etc. But for serious repairs, that's on the shop. Yes, I know your great-great-grandpappy twice removed drove a truck since he was 3 and can take one apart and put it back together blindfolded. Most drivers aren't like that. All I'm saying is driving them doesn't automatically equal being able to fix them by any means. Yes, I know how to check my fluids and all that. In fact, we're required by law to do it every morning. Too many drivers don't, and that'll come back to bite them in the ass sooner or later. Edit 2. Also, thanks for the cake day wishes. I honestly didn't know what that meant at first. XD. Hey, you drive trucks, can you help me move? I mean, yes, I just don't want to. Can you help me move is the reason why I'm always busy during the weekends until I find out what's up. To be clear, if my friends ask me directly and offer to feed me, I'm in. If they're trying to trick or guilt me, no effing way. Oh, you're an electrical engineer? Can you wire my garage? I get this one accepted as the VCR. And it's my mom. And I've told her 100 times I don't fix VCRs. And also my dad is also an electrical engineer and doesn't fix VCRs. Also, after undergrad 11 years ago, I went to medical school and never practiced as an engineer. What good are you? How you're one of the rare engineers to doctors. I have a friend like that. Chose the toughest major and then decided he wanted to be a surgeon. His wife about keeled over when he told her he was applying for medical school. I think that was her wallet. Oh boy, I'm barely a sophomore in electrical engineering and I got my friends constantly asking for me to fix their computer, Wi-Fi, TV, phone. Like, damn brother, let me figure out Ohm's law first. Edit. Yes y'all, I know how Ohm's law works. It was a joke, geez. Oh, you're a pharmacist? Well, I have this huge, gaping wound on my left butt cheek, and can you look at it and tell me what I can use over the counter? Sir, please go to the hospital. In some countries, pharmacists can act as the kind of first line of access to the healthcare system. They have walk-in clinics for people who can ask, is this really serious enough to see a doctor about, or can you fix it with a pill, cream? I've seen that a lot in the developing world, where doctors may be scarce. Oh, you're a voice actor? Do X character's voice. That's rough, buddy. Oh, you're an occupational therapist, can you help me find a job? This is by far the funniest. And I'm sorry people ask you that. Don't be sorry, original post understands the risks, it's just an occupational hazard. I just want to shout out and say thank you to occupational therapists. Someone I know well had a terrible accident at age 14, suffered brain trauma, was in a coma, and had to learn to walk, talk and write again. She went on to eventually make a full recovery. OTS were instrumental in making that possible. Thank you for that, it's nice to be reminded of the impact our work can have. Thank you so much for that. It's those stories that absolutely keep us going. I'm sure your friend Zot was grateful for the opportunity to make such a difference. I am glad your friend is doing better. Thank you for watching. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. We welcome your comments below. Another of our videos will begin shortly.